What's up, CEOs? It is Shamel, and I'm coming to you with everything you should consider before getting a dealer's license today. So, if you're watching this right now, then you're probably watching the replay as we wait for people to get the notifications. Hopefully, comments work so I can read your questions, and let's get started. Can you hear me? I've had a lot of people join the Dream Dealership group lately and find me on YouTube. So let me introduce myself. I'm Shamel Leonard, and I started the Auto Dealer Business School because I needed an auto dealer business school, to be honest. I started out and it took me 2 years to finally get on the right track with my business after losing lots of money and time and just being overwhelmed and frustrated and not really having a grasp of what the overall business was supposed to look like or be about. Like, had a vague idea, but not knowing the steps to get there. So I started the Auto Dealer Business School to give you the steps to get there, to sell quality used cars to happy customers and make lots of money easily and achieve your lifestyle goals. So, hey, good morning, Toby. Good morning, Judah. What's up? Yes, let me know who's watching because today I really want to make sure I get in everything that relates to this topic, because I think it's important for you to also see the bigger picture of, why do I want to get my dealer's license, right? I think a lot of people think dealer's license and then they think, well, business, what does the business look like, or how do I want the business to run? And that's what I want to encourage you to do today. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at the business from the top and really think it through. Okay. So I do want to say though that I do want to say that many people start businesses because they want to make changes in their life. Okay. You want to make some changes. You want to make changes for the better, right? So you want to think about how this business will change your life and how you're hoping that it will change your life, right? Because there's some things you're hoping for. You're hoping for, security or predictability or stability, something to, for life to be unshakable and to be growing, right? Good morning, Carla. What's up? You're looking for just everything to be great, right? Boss chicks with dealerships. Yes. You're looking for everything to be great, right? You want your house to be great. You want your cars to not be a struggle. You want money to always be flowing and growing, and you want it to bless the people around you. It'd be great if it could trickle down to your immediate influence of family and friends, and you become, just a pillar in your community and in your family, right? Without stress and strain. You might even think about how you want a business that can support other households, because you need staff and you can't do it all your own. So, you want to be able to confidently support other households, right? Hey, Miss Carla, I've been watching your videos. Okay. Judy. Okay. Judah's been watching your videos, Carla. That's awesome. You want to also, sell good cars, right? You want to sell good cars. You want to have happy customers because you don't want to be dragged. You don't want to be talked about. You don't want to be that person who sells bad cars, right? Especially to people who are close to you or just to people who, need the cars, right? So these are all the things to consider in what changes you're hoping for. And, you just really want this business to be like a win-win, really like a win-win-win-win-win, like wins all over. Like, hands down, this was a great investment. This was a great decision. This put me right on path to what I want my life to be like and what I want my life to be about. Okay. This is an integral part of me, changing my life for the better. All right. So that's the foundation of what you should be thinking about when thinking about getting your dealer's license. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what that means. So that means you want to avoid some things that can challenge your lifestyle changes for the better, right? So just thinking of some things, we're just gonna call them issues. We want to avoid issues, right? Any issue that will challenge or stop all the great things that are going on, with the business, right? So what are some of those issues? Well, taxes seems to be one of those issues, only because we hear all the time in the news about, how much people are paying in taxes and people not paying taxes and what's happening to people not paying taxes. And so it's like, okay, I really want to do right by taxes, and I want to, not have any issues with taxes, but at the same time, I want to make sure that, I'm being smart about taxes. Like, I'm not paying more than I need to, and, like, I'm being responsible, but not a sucker, right? Only because I don't know the strategy, right? So that's one issue to avoid. Then another issue, of course, let's just say it, jail time or any kind of issue with authorities. We see all the time in the news again that people and businesses, go to jail and have issues. And it's like, well, what are they doing? And how can I avoid that? Like, and then also, just keeping it real, I've heard growing up that, well, business is crooked, or, to run a good business, you have to do some underhanded things, right? And I don't know if that's true, really, I don't think it's true, but people say it. And so then what are the things that people get in trouble for? And then are those things easy to avoid? Like, how can you avoid them, right? You definitely want to avoid any kind of like, when we think about issues, we think about like bad press, like being run in these streets or dragged in these streets, right? For something that you might have done accidentally, even only because you didn't know, right? Like that would be an issue. That would be something that would challenge this new business, this new investment, this new venture, right? Greg says business is serious. It's you have to take some things seriously for sure, right? And then something else that you might be thinking about as an issue, because I know I'm thinking about as an issue, is, people say no more money, more problems, right? From one side, it's like more money, more problems. What you talking about? Money can solve a lot of problems. And I even believe personally myself that profit in a lot of ways alleviates a lot of problems, right? So that's why I help to teach you how to get your profit up as a used car sales dealer. But anyway, what are people talking about when they say more money, more problems? Like, what kind of problems are they experiencing? And are those problems that they have to experience? Or is it simply like, if you plan better, or if you set better expectations and better boundaries in the startup process, that you don't experience those problems, right? And I actually think that, yes, it is about just planning for what that level will bring in terms of everything, your whole life, right? But these are some serious things to consider when you are thinking about getting your dealer's license, because when you get your dealer's license, you are now in business. You are a licensed dealer. You are in business. So that means you got stuff to do. You got to file stuff. You have to make some money, make a profit. You want to. There are lots of people who get a dealer's license for, just whatever other reasons. But I'm talking to the ones who want to, because they want it to provide them some serious income. They want it to be another income stream, like serious income stream, right? Judah says, yes, you can run a clean, legit business and win on many levels. I've seen it done right time after time. Profit does solve problems. Okay, awesome, Judah. Yes. And then, Yes, right. Yes, becoming an employer. And yes, good, solid used cars is one of my main goals. Yes, Judah, that's great. And that's why we are working together because, yes, I work with people who have that as a goal. Hey, Shuri, what's up? Okay, so then I've said all that. So let me just tell you what that means. That you. Okay, sorry, I was getting a phone call. Hopefully. Disturb, so that won't happen again. All right. Are you still with me? Everyone still there? Let me know if you're still there in the chat, please, because I want to make sure that, okay, I'm getting some thumbs up. All right. So yes. What does that mean then? So you're considering getting your dealer's license. We talked about, yes, you want better changes for your life. You want to avoid the issues. Okay, audio's good. Yes, thank you. That you want to have a solid plan to, be on point, on top of your business, right? So then being on top of your business means then if we talked about tax issues, then we need to have a tax strategy, right? What does a tax strategy look like for a dealer and a used car business, right? Then we also need to have a compliance strategy. So that means we need to know what to avoid and what kind of things to check for to make sure we don't accidentally make a mistake that may cost us in some ways that we don't appreciate, right? We need to know how then to sell good, reliable cars. If the ultimate goal is to be, one of those people that people refer and they're like, yes, these people will hook you up. Go over here because this is the best place to buy a car. Buying a car brings a lot of anxiety to people. And lots of people have horror stories about buying cars and working with bad dealers and having bad deals. So what does bad deals look like? And how do you avoid that? Especially doing that to someone who looks like you, who has the same struggles as you and is trying to have the same goals, of building their life up, right? Toby says, I'm a wholesale dealer trying to switch to retail. Getting your location has been my obstacle. Okay, Toby, yes. Let's talk about that. Because, yeah, a location is an obstacle. But, so yes, location. I didn't even think to put that on there is like, yes, you're in business and you have a location that you have to maintain. Okay. So after, of course, wanting to sell a good, reliable car, the next thing is you have to know what your budget and costs are to be a well-funded business, right? So that means to have everything in compliance and everything done right and all the checks checked and everything handled by somebody that's not you because you are off enjoying your life and your time, right? So that means you would have a well-funded or a well-staffed business as being part of well-funded, right? And then, of course, in that budget, you will have, of course, your expenses like your location and what are all the expenses that you need to support in order for this business to keep going and to be really awesome and to be easy and great, right? To be a passive income dealership like I talked about last week. So yes, the budget for the location, the expenses, the staff, the vehicles, everything that's needed. And then of course, when we talk about a fully staffed business, so what that mean? Okay, I need to think about an HR strategy for a dealership. And I need to think about who are the people I need to hire and how to hire them and how to pay them and, how to make sure I get the greatest people possible and they know exactly what to do. They're well trained, etc. Because we all have been in businesses where the employees are not well trained and we do not enjoy going there because little things happen, okay? And it's just annoying. But you don't want that kind of business. So you want a solid HR strategy to make sure that all the people who work for your business or work with your business know exactly what to do, right? So an HR strategy, you also want to set up your business to take advantage of all the perks of having a business, right? Like, it's supposed to have some perks. It has some perks, right? Like the best health care. Like, how can my business provide me with health care so that is no longer a concern, an issue, a worry? Life insurance, just all the perks of having a business, and then having a used car business, right? Which is a little different, and in my opinion, a little nicer. Okay. So, yes, setting up your business to take advantage of all the perks, and then what it will take to grow your business, to possibly $1 million. So you're setting it up to grow it to an unlimited income potential, hopefully, right? That should be the goal. And so how does that look? And then what are the steps to take to then grow it when it's time to grow it? Okay. So just to recap, while I wait for any questions, because I know I've talked about a lot. I wanted to talk about a lot because I really wanted to reach the people who are like, yes, I want a business that will change my life, and I believe it is selling used cars. So if that is the case, then what are the changes I'm hoping for? What do I want to avoid? And then what are the steps that I need? Okay, I need a tax strategy. I need a compliance strategy. I need to know how to sell good, reliable cars. I need a budget and a staff plan, HR strategy. And I need to set up the business to make sure I'm having, fun, and I'm taking advantage of all the perks. And I need to also know that at any time my business can grow by doing these things, right? So what makes you say a used car dealership is a little nicer? Good question. I mean, it's the cars, right? And it's the ability to own cars as your business, and to be able to manipulate that for the benefit of you and your family, right? It's the cars. It's being able to have whatever, whenever, for however long, while it being part of your business operations, right? So yes, it is the cars. It is knowing how to take advantage of all those things to, maximize the fun factor. Because yeah, it's a lot of fun. So great question, Judah. Great question. I am going to do a video on the perks, and all of these are going to also be videos, because I know this is a lot to take in at this one point, and I want to catch people on the front end of starting this business. So if you know anybody who is looking to start a business outside of you starting a used car sales business, please let them know that these are some things that they need to consider. Like it is time to have the vision and work towards that, right? And then see what the steps are leading to the vision, so that we have no surprises and everything works exactly how we were hoping it would work. Right. So that's what I had, that plan, the tax strategy, the compliance strategy, and knowing how to sell reliable cars, and the budget, and the HR plan, and, the perks and the growth plan. That's all part of the accelerator program. OK, there are new, I am adding new content now to more efficiently and effectively deliver that information. Okay. But this is what the Auto Dealer Accelerator program is all about. It is about the strongest possible startup plan for your dealership. And so if that is something that you are looking for, and that if that is the journey that you want to take in this business, then definitely find out more about the accelerator program and if it's right for you. If you have any questions, and if you're already licensed, then definitely feel free to schedule a strategy session. I will put a link in the descriptions. And I will also put some more information for the accelerator program, so that you can you know, make a good decision for yourself, okay? Judah says, okay, gotcha. You mentioned briefly about scaling to 1 million in sales. In your opinion, does that look like 35 to 40 cars sold monthly at 2K profit, or what does that look like in your opinion? And when you say 1 million, is that 1 million in sales or 1 million to take home? Wow. Okay. Great questions, Judah. A lot of questions for me to get into right now, but I will talk about, and these are great questions to help me to, create to do the video for the $1 million growth plan. So I will definitely answer all those questions then, but I want to keep this video brief, and I want to keep it focused on what you should be thinking about when you're thinking about getting a dealer's license. You should be thinking about having the strongest possible company that brings you the income that you desire, and quickly, right? And what those steps look like. And that's what we will work on in the accelerator program, because Judah just joined the accelerator program. So we will definitely be working on that, and you will see closely the $1 million growth plan for sure, Judah. So I think that's all I have. Any questions as I think about what else I might need to let you know? I think that's all I have. But yes, that is the accelerator program. That is what we do, is we put you in the best possible position to be successful as a small dealer with your budget, with starting small, you know. So definitely, if this is for you, the move for you, then get with the information about the accelerator. And then if you are, I almost forgot, because I am going to be in Houston with Carla, Boss Chicks with Dealerships, who was in the chat. And in Houston, we are doing a Houston Auto Dealer License event. And in that event, we are working with people who are already sure they want to get their dealer's license. So you already know, you just need the steps. You want to find a location. So you're going to come to this event. It is in person and also virtual. You're going to come to this event, and you're going to get help to move through all those steps, even with finding a location. Okay. And so I'm definitely going to put the link to register for that event. And it's only for the people who already know that they are getting their dealer's license, or they've already started the process and they're stuck, but they already know they want to get their dealer's license in Texas. Okay. So Houston event will be just for those in Texas who want to be auto dealers, okay, and have a used car sales business. So hopefully I'll see you in Houston. Carter says, we would love to see you online or in person. Yes, we'll love to see you online or in person. You can come to both. And registering for the event gets you drama-free licensing, and it also gets you Carla as your Texas auto dealer specialist, so that she can walk you through the ins and outs of the different procedures in Texas. Okay, so it is everything that you need to get a jump start and to get you exactly where you need to go. All right. Yes, Francis, so thank you for the info. You are very welcome. How much for event virtually? So it is the same cost virtually or in person, because we're not changing, you know, what you get. Even though you're virtually, you'll still be able to get, you know, everything that you get in person. You'll participate in the raffle. You'll get the handbook, because you get a drama-free licensing handbook. And then there will be a raffle for a dealership launch box, which will have lots of the things that you'll need to start up your dealership. So, and start it up right. So it is going to be it's a very first event of its kind, especially in within the Auto Dealer Business School. But this is something, if goes well, will definitely be what will continue and go to different places to help people to get licensed. So I will provide the link, Regina, yes, in the description right after I end this video. All right. So I hope to see you, Regina. Yes, I'm taking pictures. I want to meet the people who are on the videos commenting. And I want to get you licensed so you can move to the next step, because once you're licensed, you're in business. And I said that at the beginning of this video and now at the end. So as always, I am praying for your success. I hope to see you in Houston. Definitely schedule a strategy session if you're already licensed. And yeah, let's get it. 2022 is almost upon us, so let's get it. Let's plan it and plan it right. All right. Judah says women dealers great. Yes, women dealers. But it is for women. Houston event is for women and smart men. Okay. No, women and men. Okay. Women and men. We would love to have everyone. Right. We're just boss chicks with dealerships. You know, that's just what we do. But yes. Regina says, I will be on virtually. I'm in Atlanta. Okay, so Regina, so we're going to do one in Atlanta as well. So I'm glad you mentioned that. This one is only if you are in Texas, but you could be anywhere in Texas and want to travel to Houston or want to be to come in virtually, but you have to live in Texas. Okay, I don't want you to spend money on something that will not help you, because we will be finding a location in Texas and we will be talking about all Texas specific things. But like I said, we will our next event will be in Georgia. Okay, Regina, set up a strategy session. Yes, talk to you soon then. Okay, so Texas licensing event in Houston, December 18th, coming up soon. And you'll get help with the licensing process, including finding a location and getting your business, your LLC registered. Okay, so yes, let's get it. Okay, I will wait. Okay, Regina. All right, so all right, y'all, praying for you. Be blessed. Okay, talk to you next week. Bye.